Let's learn something. So let's think of like the old school psychoanalysts as being like the punk rockers, okay? You know, you got your Freud and Erikson, except instead of playing the same three chords over and over again, they thought that everybody was going through the same stages of development. Freud with his psychosexual stages and Erikson with his 8 stages. So then some other people come along, like Watson and Skinner, and they're like, let's do this psychology thing a little different. And so they were the behavioralists. And so, you know, you can think of them as like the goths, you know, the offshoot of punk rock here. And I mean, I doubt that Pavlov's dogs were beasts stolen from guarding the fiery gates of hell, but you know, if I were writing papers about dog drool all day, I am fairly certain I would be writing some pretty angsty poetry on the side. So, you know, a bunch of years go by, they both end up evolving a little bit. People on the outside sort of tend to mix up these two subcultures, you know, they blur them into one entity. So behavioralists go and they end up gaining some popularity, and the analysts are busy screaming, "Punk's not dead, we still exist over here." But nobody really cares enough to even argue with them about if punk is dead or not. And you know, you got some new offshoots like the cognitive behavioralists, you know, they could be like the pop punk, that's the pretty trendy thing right now. And then there's some people who've got crossovers between the two groups, you know, they take beliefs from both sides. And then you got people on the opposite extremes who feel the need to argue about which is superior. And of course, we all know that the psychoanalytic, psychodynamic side is the side that actually is superior. And so they've got their little rivalry going on, but basically nobody really cares, but it's kind of amusing, so people pay attention to it anyway, and they write little books or songs, in this analogy, subtly dissing the other group. And so that's the story of the rivalry between the behavioralists and the analysts.